Alright, Taylor family, today we're going to talk about self-talk. And there was a really potent quote I read the other day, posted on my Facebook, saying that your mind is like a supercomputer, right? And your self-talk is the program that your mind will run. And let that sit for a second because it's a really powerful statement. Now, most people when I say this, they're like, oh, it's just a nice cliche statement, but it has physiological implications and neurological implications. So say for example, I have a bunch of clients that come in and say to me, oh, I'm not good at that movement. I don't want to do that. I'm not good at it. You've already you made a self-declaration then and there that you're not good at something. And then you just said, after that statement, you said, I'm not going to do it. So what have you prepared your body to do? Absolutely nothing. Okay? Let that sit for a second. Absolutely nothing. Like you've told from your neurology right here, what do you call it? Oh, the cortex, the frontal cortex here. Okay? You've told that self-deciding segment of your brain that no, I'm not going to do anything. So it sends a neurological impulse to turn off your body, turns off musculature. Whenever it looks at a deadlift, it's like, no, turn it off. It looks at a squat, it's like, no, turn it off. Because you've decided with your deciding power that you're not going to do it. And so your heart rate kind of like pulls back, gets nervous. You created this like traumatic association with the movement pattern. And the same goes with nutrition, the relationships you have around you, the people you have around you. You've decided, you've declared you're this kind of person. I am this kind of person, and because I am this kind of person, I will not partake in X, Y, and Z activities, even though it could be a growth opportunity for me. I'm not going to do it because of my own self-talk. Now, how crazy is that? Like, think about how crazy that is. You are getting in your own way of achieving your goals because you told yourself, your physiology, your hormones, everything that you can't do it. Now, shift, let's punt from that, shift somewhere else. Let's take that energy now, because it's energy, right? The energy you put in to creating the story for yourself could be taken and put somewhere else to create a better story for yourself, right? And that looks like hard work, is what it basically is. And it's a cliche statement, but it's true, it rings really true. It comes to first, from the last video, self-awareness first. Understanding that, yes, I am afraid of this movement. I'm afraid of how it looks in front of people. I'm afraid of how I feel like I look in front of my coach or in front of the people around me. And communicating that to someone is so key. Preferably the person that's guiding you, your coach or someone else, is so important. So communicate that fact first. And once you communicate that, now you can start to move from there. Because it's out of your body. Now you're no longer holding it within you. You've said it. Now what am I going to do about it? Am I going to stay there and self-loathe and berate myself about it? Or am I going to actually do something more empowering? So what is your empowering thing to do? Dedicate yourself to a process of mastering the thing. Now when I say mastering it, I mean like really looking at the details, like fine-tuning and breaking it down. Okay, I'm aware of this is my fear. I'm aware that this is what can be done. Now what do I need to do on the micro level to get this thing done? If it's a deadlift, okay, why can't I get in the right position? Is it my ankles? Man, my ankles really feel jacked up. My coach was right. Let's fix that first. Let's retest it. Oh, my ankles feel a little better. I feel a little more connection to my hamstring. But I still feel like my upper back can't get back. What's going on? Oh, coach says that I need more internal rotation. Let's work on that for a while. Oh, I had more internal rotation. My trap feels better. I retested it. That feels better too. And this process, right? You're kind of hearing this process unravel where you're kind of testing and retesting in the real world. It may take you longer than you think. And apply this to every aspect of your life, whether it's nutrition, it's movement patterning, it's relationships, whatever it is. It may take longer than you can even ever imagine. And most of our conception of time is really skewed, by the way. Like we think all things can happen within like 3 weeks. And really like 2 or 3 months is actually a very short amount of time. And you can do a lot in 2 or 3 months if you really put your foot to the gas pedal and you just rock and roll, right? So think long game. Think about how you can focus on dedicating yourself to a process of mastery, figuring out the detail, get to the micro level of everything, figure out what I need to do every day, ask your coach, ask your friends, communicate. What do I need to do every day, every minute, every hour for the next few weeks, for the next few months to achieve my goal? And then triple down on that. Go nuts with that, okay? And that's the energy you want to put into a more empowering decision rather than a self-talk of, I'm not good at it, and thus it makes me this kind of person. I am X, I am Y now because I can't do this movement, okay? So if this has been resourceful in any way for you, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and for more content like this, stay tuned. Peace.